Hello everybody, this is Xanderwitch and welcome back to Lord of the Rings mod Minecraft, and this is the good game. So I'm still wearing my evil skin, but if you want to see my evil game, check it out on YouTube. In the meantime, we're basically at the point where this is kind of a after adventure survival building series at this point. So which is fairly easy right now because we're staying in the Shire, which is no evil mods in the Shire, nothing evil spawns at night, so it makes it pretty easy. So what we are working on today is we're still actually working on the interior of this giant inn that I have called the Green Dragon, just in honor of the Green Dragon in the books. Things that we need specifically to finish up some of the interior decorating are wood, wool, and leather. And those are some of the things that we need. So I have been working on those. In the last episode on Twitch, I built, which is kind of late, episode 37 or whatever, built a cow and sheep farm back here behind the inn. So here it is. I'm going to go ahead and gather wool while I'm talking here. So I've been breeding the cows and shearing the sheep and breeding the sheep, but I don't think I'm going to breed sheep anymore because they're getting kind of crowded in here. I don't know if they're ready to breed again yet, though it's just a minute ago. But let's see. Let's see. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, they always want some, but nope, they're not ready. Sorry, guys. You'll have to wait. Okay, so I need the leather for books, mostly. So here you can see I've been chopping down oak trees and planting them back up. I also need books, so I need paper, so that's the sugar cane here. So I've been spreading it all over the place just so I can get as much as possible, kind of make it efficient. It probably won't be here permanently. It's just kind of, like I said, just to kind of spread it out and get as much as possible. So, because when you're growing this much, you can get a lot at a time. Okay. So, and I will take you back to where, I don't know if it's working yet, but I saw in another video of my favorite YouTuber, who is Good Times with Scar, where he had an acacia farm, and he just basically put a bunch of trees together in one place, like all together. And I know you can build 4 trees, like I did over there, like trees made out of 4 or so, but I thought, let's try and make it even bigger like he did, just to make it a little more efficient, just less moving around to try to get the oak wood that I need. The problem is that, at least the way I have it installed now, some of the things I need I can only do with vanilla wood, like oak or spruce. So, and I've been going with oak. So, yeah, we got 36 sugar cane there. I don't think I'm going to spread it out anymore. So, let's go see how that's going. And then I'm going to tell you what other plan I have to get more wood. So let's head on back. One of my plans is, first of all, I destroyed this little farm that we had that was our first farm with our first mini quest, so it is destroyed. Because, as I said earlier, no, they're not growing yet. Darn it, maybe I should go get some bone meal. You see the way I lined up all these little oak trees? Should get some bone meal just to see if they will grow. And then some pear trees back there, but the pear trees, just because they happen to be in my way. Okay, okay, one of my plans is to enclose this portal in some kind of building to make it a little safer, because there are a bunch of hobbits over in the overworld because of that portal. But my other big thing for today is I'm going to, with great sadness, tear down this hobbit hole. And the reason is that I want to make, I've said this before on camera, is I want to make this not just the Green Dragon Inn, but I'm going to make the little town of Bywater here. And I think what I want to do, perhaps, I'm thinking about this, this kind of works out, is that I'm going to open this up just a little bit more, the water. I'm going to turn all this farmland back into regular land. I'm going to, maybe over here, I'm trying to see how this would work. Well, yeah, I think that would work nicely. Is over here somewhere I'm going to build a bridge from that area to the other, and this will be the water. I may open it up a little more, and then over there will be the hobbit holes and maybe other businesses and the like, and the bridge will somehow lead over here to the Green Dragon Inn. maybe where I put the bridge, I'm not sure yet. But I kind of got inspired by a picture on the Lord of the Rings wiki, the regular wiki, not the mod wiki. So that is kind of my plan. So I don't really want a hobbit hole here. I may have another business next to the Green Dragon Inn, or just maybe expand the inn's farms and things like that over here. So let's get started. Oh, I kind of feel bad, but we're going to do it anyway. And I need wood too. And so there's some wood in there that we can take advantage of. But this was my home and my headquarters for a long time on this series, so it's kind of sad. It was this little morphed hobbit hole that was 2 holes in one, so it had lots of extra room in it. And I may shear these bushes and just move them. Yeah, we can do that. Excuse me. You can go work at the inn if you want. You always have a room there, hobbits. So, yeah, I mean, lots of big plans. I think this will be a really nice area when we get done with it, you know. So, I've got too much stuff, of course. Got all this wall and bushes. Let's see. Don't need the seeds at the moment, but I'm going to need more room. So, let's head back in, put some stuff away. Actually, for now, maybe I'll just put these bushes here. And they cover. I don't want them there. I'll put them beside the inn because I don't want to cover up the flowers. I love the flowers. I do. So I might, maybe if I expand the water over to here, that would be like, I just want it to look kind of natural. So let's put some bushes here. Yeah, every other one seems to look pretty nice, yeah. And when you're just walking around, you can say, oh, look, some berries. We can pick them right off the bush here. Okay, not there. Let's come around this side. Is that right in the middle? Yeah, awesome. And then one more over here. Okay, so let's put some of this other stuff away. There's our wonderful wine cellar right there. So we just have to figure out, because the bridge could always come over here and you actually pass the wine cellar on your way into the inn. We could have a side door. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Or maybe you go to the stables first and then, you know, some people come in through the back door. Okay, let's see. Got our fruit. We have lots of berries here, so. Are you full? Is it a stack of berries? Sometimes that does. The shift click does not work on there. Okay, let's throw some steak in the oven. Okay, what else we got? Okay, we don't really need a ton of food on us because we can just come back to the inn anytime to get it. So I'm just going to leave these pears. They seem to take up the least amount of space. And I'm going to actually put away my bow too because I'm not going to need it here, just so we'll have lots of space to gather stuff. Put it in my weapons and tools. I shouldn't need the swords either, to be honest. So we'll come back and get those later. I might need, though, I should get another pick. Do I have another pick already made? Let's see. The Malorn pick. Mining level stone. That's not going to do us a whole lot of good, you know? Well, if we need another pick, we'll make it. Now, what does a mattock do? I forget, like, it's a mining level obsidian, which is pretty good. So I'm going to grab it. Just if we need to do any mining, we'll have that. I think it might be able to work like a shovel too, or is it an axe and a pick? It looks like an axe and pick, so that's what I'm guessing there. Okay. So I have been working a little off camera, so I have a little more wood, like this stack, or almost stack. And wool. So yeah, we were almost out of wool completely before. I need to keep the wheat on me. But we need to put away this stuff. I know, I'm trying to keep organized. I know it's kind of boring to look, but that way I can find everything when I'm ready for it. So keep the wheat on me to feed to the wonderful sheep and cows to make them make more. More is good. Okay, that's our checklist, which says what we're doing. I'm just gonna repair these shears. That way they take up less room. Yay! Okay, eat some pears. Time to eat. Okay. Alright, let's go take it apart. Let us go take apart the hobbit hole and get the rest of the stuff out of there. It's so sad. So sad, but I could use that wood. So, Uh, okay, we got all kinds of stuff here. We got stairs and fences, slabs, I think. Not all of it is oak, but some of that I put in there later. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this series as well as I had taken a break kind of from this series, at least on camera, but I got some requests to bring it back, so here I am. It's kind of nice to have two series. I'm doing more battling and adventuring in my evil series at the moment, so it's nice to kind of come down and come back and relax with this one where I'm just building and gathering resources and kind of just having fun with it. My son and I just finished reading The Hobbit together, or well, kind of together, kind of separate, but we're definitely discussing it, and we just, now spoilers, just fast forward through this part really quick if you haven't read The Hobbit, but I asked him what his favorite part about it was, The Hobbit, and he says he likes the way, he's 14, so, but he likes the way that Bilbo tricks Smaug, you know, like this old dragon that thinks he's just so clever. Then there's little nobody hobbit who turns out to exceed everyone's expectations. So I really like that. Although the mystery to me is always why, you know, how did Gandalf know that Bilbo was just special? Was it his Tookish side? You know, it's fun. It's interesting. But of course, there's the mystery and all-knowingness of Gandalf just throughout the series. So that's kind of fun. So, like I said, this was a kind of mutant hobbit hole. Two of them spawned where there should have been only one. So that's why we have these strange rooms. If you're used to the mod itself, to see the way the rooms are laid out, that's why they're so weird. And I kind of opened up the one next, you know, opened them up, made them into one hobbit hole for myself. It was nice to read, too, the descriptions of things like the hobbit hole, again, as they had been written for the first time. So that was kind of cool. But it was a really good read. I had read it many years ago, and had also, you know, just it's part of popular culture. You know, you hear all about hobbits and stuff, and like my karate teacher jokes about people with hairy feet having hobbit feet. You know. And of course, we haven't seen the Hobbit movies yet, so now that we've read the book together, we may go do that at some point. Now, you guys have to remind me, I know that they had split it into 3 movies. Is the third one out yet? So, I know what the Desolation of Smaug, the Battle of the Five Armies, you know, which order was the Desolation of Smaug, is that the last one? It seems like it should be. So, anyway. Now I kind of want to see it, even though I have my qualms with Peter Jackson's versions of the movie, or versions of the story, but, you know, to make that into a movie at all, excuse me, is quite a feat, quite an adventure in itself. He definitely, I think, did better than anybody else. I mean, I don't know if you've seen, like, the cartoon version and stuff. That's pretty, gonna let the chickens out. Yeah, just let a chicken out. I forgot I had connected that to the back of this. The chickens will be like, ah, we can get out, we can escape, we can escape. I can hear them all clucking away back there. Cluck, 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 cluck. I think I'm going to run through some axes doing this. But look, now we're going to have plenty of vanilla wood. Both spruce and oak. But this will be cool. This will be good. Okay, it's getting kind of dim in here with all our torches. So, but I'm thinking, like, what was my favorite part of The Hobbit? And I guess it's just that Bilbo turns out to be so clever, and he feels like if you read his feelings, he's feeling all scared and everything, but he always just keeps on trucking ahead, even when he has to spend all this time locked up with the wood elves, and they don't even know he's there because he's wearing the ring, you know? Although that part was like, I thought they were a little too nice to the wood elves at the end, because like they took the dwarves captive and kept them there. If Bilbo hadn't saved them, they would have still been there, because they, you know, I guess unless they gave up what they were going for, and then the Wood Elf King would have definitely been like, I want some of that. If you manage to get that treasure, I'm gonna want it. So, which he did anyway. So I don't know if it made a difference. And also, another thing I told my son, one of my favorite part was, like I said, spoilers if you haven't seen it. And I don't know how it is in the movies, but that it wasn't our heroes themselves who actually killed the dragon. So, and I won't give away who did in case you haven't read the book. But it was so awesome. I just loved it because it was unexpected. And that detail itself I had forgotten because I had read it, like I said, a long time ago. And I don't remember all the details. You know, you kind of get the general feel, and then that stays with you. The general feel of Bilbo being a clever hobbit and an unusual hobbit, even though he doesn't want to admit that to himself at first. Hello, cow. How's it going? Oh my gosh, I got a little... Look at this. I've got like 3 trapped cows in here. Should I breed you guys so I can come back and get you for leather later? Well, if you find another cow, I will let you out of here, okay? Okay. There, you're free. But I'll be coming for you later, trust me. That's funny. I've been looking for cows everywhere, and I got 3 of them trapped back here. So anyway, yeah, I thought it was kind of cool because you're always expecting, oh, well, they're looking for this gold, this treasure, and then, but they're going to have to kill the dragon if they want to get it all, because there's just no way Smaug is going to let him get away. I mean, he freaked out over 1 mug, you know? So, and then he says, I'm going to go make those men of the lake pay for helping these dwarves out. And, well, maybe not such a good idea, Smaug. I wish I had Silk Touch. Actually, does Silk Touch work on glass? I don't know. So I find it's funny because if you guys have watched my Evil Lord of the Rings, you'll see this whole fiasco involving diamonds. And I have proof that there were diamonds in the mod because there are some in my stash here in this game. I was like, yeah, see, they're diamonds. But after I started playing it, this game is when they took the diamonds out of the mod. But apparently they didn't disappear when it updated. It's just you can't find them any longer. So now maybe they're here if they had already generated. I don't know, like in the ore, or maybe maybe it's only the ore that disappeared and not any diamonds you'd already found. Dude, there's a lot of wood. How many we got so far? Well, we have almost 3 stacks of oak. We got almost 2 stacks of spruce. Hello, yes, I know, I'm destroying the house. Feel free. There is a free room at the hotel for you anytime you want. Like, what are you doing? Are you destroying my house? I thought you were the good one. I love the way the hobbits... I like the way the NPCs stand there and look at you, though. It's kind of funny. They seem much more realistic than the villagers, I guess, with all their... Okay, I know this is just so exciting, but look, I think... Is that hair on your feet? It really should be, because, you know, you're a hobbit. They should make the beards even longer on the dwarves in this mod, though. I know the dwarves talk a lot about beards, but it'd be cool if they kind of came down to their feet, you know, or tucked in their belts. Wow, look at all this stuff. We're doing so well. Now that's Shire Pine there. That is Shire Pine, huh? I don't think I've gathered any of that. Got some brick. I don't know if I'm doing anything with it, but I think I'm about to run this pick out. It's enchanted too. Ooh. Oh well. Maybe I should use... Well, that's obsidian too. They're both obsidian, so... Obsidian level anyway. but that means they mine fast, quickly. See, we've only gotten this only, I think, is this only one half of the Hobbit hole? It is. We haven't even gotten to that. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to mine some of this out a little bit, and I will be back shortly. Wow, look at that. It's just about done. Only thing left is the path. And I tell you, I already went and emptied out my inventory, and I have even this much left after emptying out my inventory. So, let us see here. It's gonna get rid of the path for now. We may need it later, but we can always put it back. Or something like it. But the next thing I want to do is actually flatten the hill. I know, that's like... Oh, it's like, flatten the hill? But it's a Hobbit hill. It's the hill. Oh, and the chimneys. I can't forget the chimneys. Ah, get rid of the chimneys. Yes, I know. It's sad. It's a sad, sad day. But we're making room for bigger and better things, right? Well, maybe not bigger, but at least, you know, make everything kind of fit together right. So, let me get this tree down. And then we will start flattening the hill. Okay, let me clear out these trees, and then we'll be right back. Hey, I'm back, and so the trees are cut down. They're still, leaves are degrading, but look at this. It's working. Look, I just have a wall of trees. Wall of pear trees, wall of oak trees. Now, all the saplings have not grown up yet. When I got a few more I could add in. Gonna have, like, the major wall of trees here. So, that's kind of neat. It'll just be for farming purposes, though. Isn't really that pretty. So, I've got a shovel here, and I'm gonna start taking the hill down, or at least making it a little less hillish. Heh. So, I mean, it may have a little, it doesn't, I don't care if there's a little bit of a hill for now until we decide what we want to do with it. So, I just don't want it to have that gaping cave in it is really all that I'm worried about. So we gotta at least take down the top of it. So, okay, I know you don't want to see me dig dirt the whole episode, so I will be right back as soon as we get this looking a little more natural. Alright folks, I'm back and check it out. Oh my gosh, it looks completely different now, doesn't it? But it's got a nice view there. The sun's coming up. The only thing I had to leave was a silly chicken coop because I didn't have the wood with me to, all I got was a bunch of dirt. The wood to, like, fix it up. But I might move it, you know, back to over where I have my cows and sheep. Oh, of course, I have 2 cows here. I had a bunch of escapees when I was making this. But it's funny, my 8-year-old daughter came over while I was doing this, and first of all, she told me she's got all these proper ways to make a chicken coop. And then I said, look at my Hobbit hole, it's all gone. And she says, you traitor! Like I destroyed the Hobbit hole. What do you think? Do you think I'm a traitor? I hope not. But so I have a mine here that we've used a lot that was behind the Hobbit hole. I left it open for now, but we might close it over later. And check out the wall of trees. It looks like some giant topiary lion or something. It's because all the leaves are low here, and then back here they're like huge. I just thought it was funny. But now I'll be able to go in. Of course, I'm going to have to climb up, and that's the one thing about oak I don't like, is all those little bits and pieces that get caught in the leaves up there. It's like the wall of trees. I love it. This is another thing we'll have to decide if we want to fill in. It just depends on how far away from the inn we get the house. See, now the pear tree, it looks like one giant pear tree, actually, but this oak is just kind of funny. Okay, so we got a lot done, actually, in this episode. Demolishing the Hobbit hole was a big deal, really. So we have lots of sugar cane we can harvest. I got lots of wool, and of course tons of wood from this. So we will have, I may make a lot of the furniture off camera, and then we can finish, well, I don't know if finish, but maybe finish decorating the inside, which I know it's been a long process. And then we can start to work out here on Bywater, which will be really cool. So that's about it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.